Hey there, Sagittarius. Hopefully you guys are doing well. So, just a general overview of how it's gonna go. We're gonna be pulling up guys' generals using the Kipper deck. Your guys' which is basically like from the last round tarot readings we did. We're gonna do your guys' love using the mystical medleys, your guys' career and finances using the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and we're gonna add something a little bit different, which we haven't brought in for a while, which is the I Ching divination set. So make sure you guys have your two questions ready if you guys want them answered. If not, I'm just gonna read them out of whatever it says on there, right? Which is gonna be at the end of the reading, all right? So make sure you guys get those ready. All right, so pulling up your guys' generals, what is something the Sagittarius generally needs to know? Sudden wealth. All right, some of you guys are going to be lucky. Maybe buy a lottery ticket, right? Who knows? You might win the jackpot. High honor. Okay, so a lot of things regarding to career success. That's pretty good. And finances. Message of concern in reverse. All right, so overall, what I'm getting here is I see some of you guys being able to like climb up the ladder, if that makes any sense, maybe get a raise, some sort of promotion. But basically, for those of you guys that have been waiting for some sort of results, right? I'm seeing the results starting to come back in. Um, I'm also you guys being able to get really lucky during this time, all right? If that makes any sense. Let's pull another spread for you guys. Let's see. Journey. This card. Well, not specifically this card, but a lot. I think it was Aries also had the same message. So if you guys have Aries as well too, I would suggest you guys check it out. But some of you guys could be traveling, if that makes any sense, or some of you guys could be going on a journey. We'll see what it is exactly. Okay, so you guys are going through some sort of journey with a feminine person, whether doesn't matter their sex or their gender. I'm just reading energy here, right? So we're dealing with some sort of feminine energy here. So some of you guys could be going through some sort of quest in regarding to this relationship, all right? How's this gonna go? Poverty. I hate to spoil the fun, but it is what it is, right? Um, for those of you guys that resonate, I feel like some of you guys there might be a relationship that might end. I want to see exactly how it ends though. Unexpected income. Some of you guys might find out that some of you guys care more about your guys' career and your finances, and therefore that's why you guys are putting your guys' love life at the back end, if that makes any sense. Especially for those of you guys that have some sort of issues with finances already, you guys have this sort of sense of anxiety where it's like, and some of you guys, it might actually make sense, right? Especially if you guys feel like that most of your guys' attention is going to be solemnly on the relationship itself, right? And it's really difficult to multitask, right? So I feel like some of you guys feel like if you were to focus solemnly on a relationship and love matters, then you wouldn't be so much focused in regarding to your finances. And some of you guys will feel like that you guys would do worse than you guys have even imagined. And it's like I feel like you guys are kind of now putting love at the back end and focusing more on your finances. And whenever you guys are going on a journey and a quest, right? It's like at the quest, there's always some sort of reward, right? You know how when you complete like in a video game, like let's just say like I know I'll use a lot of video game references, which is weird because I'm not a video game player. But whenever you guys like pass some sort of major quest, that's like at the end you get this major, huge, big reward, which is what you have wanted, right? Your desire. And in this case, it's like your guys' entire journey is solely focused in order to achieve at the end goal, which is the love, right? So it's like throughout the entire journey, you guys are solely focused on your guys' career and finances so that you guys can get to your ultimate goal, which is love, right? Is kind of what I'm getting here, which is pretty good, is what I'm seeing here. Let's pull out another spread. I did tell you that you guys were getting some sort of raise or promotion, mostly the promotion card. So whatever type of job you guys are working at, I'm seeing a lot of recognition. I'm seeing you guys getting some sort of promotion. Let me see. This is something that you guys were destined for, pathway. You guys are destined to be somebody that's looked upon, or somebody to be in the limelight, if that makes any sense. So basically, you are the type of person that is meant to leave some sort of legacy into this world, whatever that may mean, right? So for those of you guys, especially with the concern card in reverse, any type of like anxiety or worries that you have, feeling like, oh, I am never going to be good enough, I'm never going to accomplish anything in my life, or I'm never going to leave a legacy, it's not something for you guys to get concerned about, because you guys are meant. It doesn't matter what type of field you are, right? Some of you guys might end up becoming a veterinarian. It's like a very low class state of like work environment, right? But who knows? Some of you guys might find like a cure to a disease in animals, and you guys end up becoming like a legend, right? And you guys become well known, right? It doesn't matter what type of expertise you guys are going to be in it, whatever it is, you guys are meant to be in the limelight, and you guys are meant to stand out. You guys are meant to leave some sort of mark on this world, if that makes sense, all right? So basically, I'm seeing you guys progressing towards that achievement. Let's go and pull out another spread for you guys. We got courthouse reversed. What is this? Okay, so I'm getting the now we have the main male, so I'm mostly getting some sort of masculine energy. Some of you guys are hoping to, for those of you guys that were hoping like things to go well with a particular person, I don't know exactly who this main male is in your guys' life. Like I said, we're talking about masculine energy. It doesn't have to be specifically a male, right? Whoever this masculine figure is in your life, whether that's your sibling, whether that's your one of your kids, maybe your uncle, maybe whatever, right? Or your lover. Whoever this person is, some of you guys are expecting some sort of justice because this person hasn't given you what you guys have gave out to them. Let me see how is this gonna end. I don't feel like it's gonna end in a good way. I gotta be real. Now, I'm not getting this to be the primary message, but be careful if you guys are able to have a child, because I do see that coming into a mist. Um, but in general, I don't see that to be the main case. The main case is I just see that your guys' dreams end up crushing down, or your guys' hopes. So whenever the child is in reverse, it's like whenever I think about it, it's like your guys' dreams, your hopes are all crushing down, right? And that's kind of what I'm getting with this main male person. It's like no matter how much time, effort you have put into this situation with this person, it's like they have not given you anything back. This could be somebody that's really good looking. Whenever I pull out the wealthy man when it comes to describing a person, I usually get like a very intimidating and very good looking person. They don't have to be wealthy, but I feel like they release this sort of aura of status within their nature. They could be somebody that's completely broke, but it's just the aura that they preserve out there, right? Or express out there. It's like a symbolism of, a little bit of their status, right? A little bit of their ego is shown. And that is kind of like what I'm getting here. So this person, um, kind of very similar to that of Leo's reading, which is really interesting. It's like you guys had before these rose colored glasses on with this person. It's like now you guys are starting to now you guys are in that transition of starting to see this person for what they really are. It's disappointing, it really is, but it is what it is, right? We'll be looking into more of your guys' love life, so don't think that this is the end, right? We'll see who the new person might be instead of this tyrant. Going into your guys' love life, let's see. Ooh, you guys are destined for success and happiness. Money is never going to be an issue at all. Neither is your love life. You guys are meant. I mean, whenever the Ten of Pentacles comes up, it does symbolize family and generational wealth. But to me, whenever I think about it, I know quite a few people that feel so much more happy even without having a spouse. So whether to me what I'm basically trying to tell you guys here is whether you guys end up with somebody or not, I feel like you guys are going to be happy regardless. All right, is what I want to tell you, right? Eight of Swords. Yeah, it's we did talk about how you guys are like starting to open the blindfold and you're starting to see this person for what they really are. Page of Cups. They're not giving you what you guys deserve, which is that love offer. They're not expressing any emotions to you at all, right? Not even a snitch of it. This could be somebody that's all about this person could be somebody that's like in the play field. I don't get that primarily, but it did pop up. This could be somebody that's like an attention whore or somebody that loves getting attention. Like I said, not a primary message, but it did pop in my head, all right? Go into the person that you guys are thinking about. You guys have given up on this person, which honestly, I'm not surprised. Some of you guys are thinking about investing your guys' efforts and time on something else. Why do I still feel like that even though you guys have given up on the situation, that there might be a possibility of them coming back? This death card is not upright, it's in reverse. So what does that tell me? That's telling me that there might be a possibility of this resurfacing. I know a lot of people are not going to like hearing this, but I got to tell it as it is. Tarot tells the truth, all right? So you guys can hide behind that mask all you like, but I'm telling you what I'm seeing right here. Even though you guys have physically given up on that situation, walked away, deep down inside, you are hoping that maybe there might be a slight possible chance that they could come back, right? Is kind of what I'm getting here. Let's see if they will. Once again, I don't see them expressing any kind of emotions. I don't know if you guys realize this, but they're choosing to walk away. They're starting to realize that you're not their soulmate. How do you feel about this person? You're tired of putting in the effort. Like I basically mentioned before, I don't even have to clarify. You guys are tired of having to put in all the effort. Well, then that makes sense on why you guys are tired because they don't feel the same way about you. I mean, maybe they might have had feelings, but they don't feel like that you're their actual soulmate. You what's really strange is you guys actually saw a happily ever after with this person. You saw the whole picture with this person, right? A whole happily ever after. And look at that, the back of the deck, Six of Pentacles. But things, you guys just did not have that good back and forth kind of communication, expressions, none of that stuff. Let's see what the overall outcome is, anyways. I highly doubt it's going to go anywhere. Yeah, look at that. The Emperor. This person is a bit immature, is what I want to say. Somebody that's very immature. They don't think about things in the logical right way, and I feel like that this person also has self-insecurity issues as well too about their finances. This person is very insecure, which is really strange. I don't really usually get that, but this person is very insecure about themselves. They like to put out this kind of persona that they have everything going and things like that, but really they're not. They're not. What's really strange is I do see some sort of communication from the both of you, but I don't really see it going anywhere, to be honest. In fact, I feel like that over time you guys are going to come to realize and see more evidence of this person just not being your guys' type at all, to be honest. I feel like over time, like the longer you spend time messaging or talking to this person, even it's like you starting to see the person's true colors, and you're starting to see behind that mask of who they really are and how they're very cold. They don't like emotions either. It's like every time whenever you try to get them to open up or when them trying to express something or give you at least a little bit of hope, it's like they just ruin it, right? Is kind of what I'm getting here. What about a new person? Is there a new person coming in? Let's see. Whoa. Some of you guys, There could be a person coming in, all right? I'm not going to say that there isn't, all right? There is a possibility that there could be a person coming in, but the problem is you guys can't make a decision to save your life. So, not only I feel like you guys are going to be blaming for the future person for what this past person did. That's why. It's kind of what I'm getting here. What's really interesting is I feel like you guys are going to try to manipulate other people and try to test them to see if they are worthy of your guys' attention, even. I don't know, Sagittarius. You guys make up your mind whether you guys feel like that's worth it. Because I feel like the more you do that, then the more people are just going to end up walking away from you. It's kind of what I'm getting here. For some reason, number two has been popping out a lot. I'm getting at least two options for you guys. There are at least two options or admirers there for you that really are interested in you, but I feel like you're gonna be messing with their upstairs area a lot. I don't know. I don't even want to go more into it, alright? We're just gonna leave it at that. Okay, going into your guys' finances, let's see here. Going into your finances. Two of Cups. Some of you guys might end up finding a job that you guys really like or a career that you really like. So, for those of you guys that had been stuck and trying to figure out what is the right job or career path for you guys, I feel like you guys are if not already, you guys are very close to finding out what type of job or career you guys really want. Okay, so for those of you guys that are working, let's see, working for somebody. Ooh. I'm telling you, Sagittarius is it's going to be really difficult. The road is going to be very difficult. You're going to have to carry a lot of responsibilities and there's going to be a lot of hard labor, all right? But the great thing about the 10 of wands, the reason why I love the 10 of wands compared to the 9 of wands, which is really weird, right? Is because even though he has to carry the burden of all of these wands, at the very end there's a village there, which is a symbolism of his finish line, right? So it's like just a little bit more, if he pushes himself a little bit more, he will get to his accomplishment, all right? So it's like the more you guys try to push a little, you guys might have to have a little bit of elbow grease in order to get to where you guys want to be, but it's going to be worth it. It talks about that all of your efforts is going to be worth it due to your guys' hard work. And it might take a little time for your efforts to show up, but they will show up. Make sure that even though you guys are overworked, what I want to say is make sure that if you guys do feel like you guys are overworking yourself, do take some breaks, all right? Don't just be too much focusing on, till physical exertion. It's okay to take breaks if you guys really need it, all right? I also want to let you guys know, get plenty of sleep or rest. I don't know why, but for somebody that might resonate a lot. So for those of you guys that have been feeling like you guys have been physically exhausted or your body's physically exhausted, some of you guys, it could be because you guys are not getting plenty of rest or sleep. So make sure you guys are getting the adequate amount of sleep. I believe it's like about 8 hours, but I think depending on age, it can vary, right? I feel like that the more you keep on working up into that routine, though, I feel like you guys will be able to become like a boss or a manager at your guys' establishment, which is going to be really good, right? Is what I feel. But once again, it depends on you guys and if you guys are willing to continue to push yourself, right, to that limit. Going into those of you guys that are self employed, let's see here. Okay, so you guys are starting to come to the realization that not everything in life has to be so easy, right? And it doesn't have to be flashy. A lot of people assume that whenever they start their business, their new project and everything like that, and I'm a Capricorn, so I it's a little bit of a guilty pleasure of mine too, including Virgos. Not to call us out on here, but I have Sagittarius in my chart, so I act like this as well too. Um, some of us have this sort of tendency where it's like everything has to be perfect on the first day. The business logo has to be perfect. The marketing strategy has to be perfect. The merchandise, the product shipping, everything has to be perfect. Otherwise, this business will fail. I think you guys are coming out of that realization that not everything has to be perfect. Not everything has to shine bright like a diamond or bling bling right in front of your face, right? A lot of people that started their establishments and businesses, they didn't start off from some fancy restaurants and things like that. They worked their way up to it. A lot of the time, most of the people that I've known, they literally like I know a guy, he owned like a huge gym, right? And he owned this like huge luxurious gym, but he only started from working as a janitor. Can you believe that? And having no money in his pocket, he literally was putting himself in labor in order just to pay some time for him to be able to actually use the gym as well too, right? And so it's like just from starting from those little things, you can learn so much and grow much more better. And the journey is much more fun when you guys are doing so, right? I mean, like, who's going to want to have everything in one night? At that point, it's going to be boring, right? It's mostly the journey that helps us improve and helps us better ourselves, right? And it's like you guys are starting to realize that you guys don't have to have a fancy logo to stand out. There might be some benefits to it, right? But there are some people that care more about the content itself. Like, is the food good, right? Is the customer service good? There are some people that have other values more than just, if the logo has a little star on it or whatever, right? So it's like you guys are starting to realize what what you need to prioritize more is what I wanted to say. Is kind of what I'm getting here. Let's go on. What about for those of you guys that are unemployed? Hmm. Some of you guys, even though I do see you guys, even though this is the category of unemployed, I do see some of you guys possibly like, what's the word? Freelancing. So some of you guys could be doing some sort of freelancing or side things, small jobs here and there, but I don't see you guys having like a major job that you guys are doing it. And I feel like some of you guys are upset because it's like, man, if I had a job, like a very good stable job, then I am able to like start from there and grow more from the top, right? But it's like instead you guys are kind of like a little bit all over the place and waiting for things to grow. And it's like, I feel like what you guys don't understand is that some of you guys are doing it in the wrong place. Some of you guys need to build some sort of foundation or establishment in an actual company or make your own company in order for you to grow. Because if you guys are just freelancing, that's only a temporary thing, right? You can't really exactly grow. You can grow your skills, right? And your experiences, but you can't really grow physically that much in that department. You're still going to be stuck on that level like you were probably 3 years ago, all right? Is kind of what I'm getting here. So some of you guys need to get yourself a little bit out of that comfort zone and try to put yourself in a more established place, if that makes any sense. And even so, I feel like it's giving you guys a hard time as well too. Freelancing, some of you guys aren't able to keep up with the schedules. Some of you guys are tired of having to do one thing over another. Some of you guys, it could even be exhausting for some of you guys. And I'm getting that some of you guys are even wondering if it's worth doing it, right? Because you guys are just multitasking and doing everything at once just so you guys could be financially stable. What I want to suggest for some of you guys need to tap into your inner childhood. When you was a little kid, think about what are the things that you guys always wanted to do, right? And go through memory lane and try to, like I said, just tap into your childhood, your inner childhood. What would your inner child want to be? You guys always wanted to be a doctor? Go ahead. Maybe try experimenting being a doctor, right? You guys don't have to literally go to study to become a doctor, right? Some of you guys just go up to like somebody that you guys know that's a doctor, maybe do some research on doctors, what exactly the positions they do. Be curious like a child, if that makes any sense. I feel like the more you try to experience things in your own way, the more you're going to discover what it is you guys truly desire, what it is that you guys are truly passionate about, and something that will help you be more stable, if that makes sense, right? Is kind of what I'm getting here. What about for those of you guys in finances in general? What I want to say for those of you guys, if you guys are spending paycheck after paycheck, you guys have got to stop. Literally, you guys need to get your guys' sticky damn fingers off of your guys' bank account and wallet. Because honestly, you guys are ruining your guys' financial status at that point. And what I mean by financial status, I don't mean like for a society thing, right? I mean your financial status in general, where to the point where you guys are even spending your emergency fund, all right? This is pretty bad. It's like you guys are, I mean, interpret it as you want, but the way how I'm getting it, it's like you're hoping that you're waiting for the next paycheck to pay for that bill that was probably due 2 months ago, and you're probably waiting for that paycheck after the next week for you guys to pay for that bill that you guys own for another maybe for utilities or whatever. Don't do that. You guys have to find a way to save your guys' money. Don't be expecting your guys' next paycheck to do that, because then what if the bank ends up closing down, right? God forbid, but what if so, right? What if you guys spend all of your guys' emergency fund and you guys don't have it? You can't just go to your neighbor and ask for them, right? I mean, you guys could, but it probably wouldn't look good on your guys' part. Would you really want to have loan debt after loan debt after loan debt? I mean, think about it, right? So it's like some of you guys really need to prioritize your guys' saving, and I really mean it. So some of you guys, instead of focusing on that one bill that's going to pay for the next loan, start focusing on saving. Maybe even start thinking about investing for your guys' future. That way, you wouldn't have so much issues or problems in the future as well, too. Is what I want to say. All right. So that's basically what I have for you guys in regarding to that. Let's go on to your guys' I Ching now. So make sure you guys have those questions ready. If you're not, you guys are able to pause this video now. Pause this video now or forever hold your peace, all right? So, two questions for you guys. If you guys don't have any, I'm just going to read whatever the message says on here, all right? So, the first card we have here is number 4, which says not knowing, all right? It says creating success, the first constellation speaks clearly. The second and third pollute the waters. Polluted and hence not speaking. Constancy bears fruit. Once again, a little bit about that constancy. Make sure you guys are staying consistent, all right, in order to find success. Creating success, meaning you guys are going in the right towards success, right? Especially in the creative fields. The second and third pollute the waters. I'm going to be really honest here. I'm not a huge genius. For those of you guys, this is very specific. So for some of you guys, it might specifically resonate to your guys' question. If not, it is what it is, right? Um, Polluted and hence not speaking. So this could be something like about people bad mouthing you. What I just want to say is don't pay attention to people that badmouth you. Is basically what I'm getting here. Just focus on your guys' own success, right? In the back though, it says to be ignorant is a creative, harmonious way to engage with your world. Don't go running after answers as if it is embarrassing not to know. Holding steadily to not knowing and hence to learning will bring good results. So always find a way to be curious and always learn, right? Don't be ignorant as a to be ignorant is a creative, harmonious way to engage with your world, right? So don't be focusing, like I said, on what other people are saying, what other people think of your guys' projects or your ideas. Focus on yourself, right? Because your creativity is what's going to matter, not what other people's opinions, right? As long as it's done in a very harmonious way and you guys are helping the world, there's nothing wrong with it, right? And make sure you guys are staying steady. And try not to rush things. Here are some of the also questions for you guys to think about. It says, what don't you know? What if you didn't need to know all the answers now? How can you learn from your experience? All right. And then for the second one, we have stealing. So it's okay to not have all the answers, right? Sometimes answers come later in life, right? That's just how we learn. It says here your back. So some of you guys, there might be some sort of issues with your back if you guys were have a question regarding to your health or something like that. Like I said, these answers are kind of a little bit specific, so it depends on what type of question you guys have. It also says not grasping yourself, moving in your rooms, not seeing your people, and not a mistake. So some of you guys might have some sort of issues with your back or something like that, if that makes any sense. Some of you guys need to like kind of ground yourself as well too. Some of you guys might want to learn some sort of feng shui as well too, to change up your energy in your room. So like moving items or things in your room. Some of you guys also need to start going out and seeing people. And whatever type of thing that you guys are encountering, just know it's not a mistake, whatever that encounter is or whatever, right? It says here, hold yourself still as in meditation. Don't seek to grasp yourself by hunting down your every thought. You do not need to resonate with anyone, even if you feel as though you ought to be sensitive to their presence and needs. It is no mistake to exclude all these things and be quiet within yourself. So basically, it's kind of like a confirmation to what number 4 was saying, which is like, don't listen to what other people are, just follow to the beat of your own drum, right? And you guys basically don't have to be like everyone. You don't have to think like everyone or do what everyone else is doing. You guys are meant to stand out. Some questions for you guys to keep in mind. What if there were nothing you had to do now? What if there were nowhere else you had to be? All right. So that was not knowing and stealing. All right. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Is hopefully you guys liked it and you found it to be helpful. And I will see you guys in the next one. All right. Take care.